everyone, it's Jamie. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a Christmas wreath, and this one I'm going to be using burlap. And also, most of the things that I'm using are from the Dollar Tree, except for the burlap. The burlap I purchased at a discount store that is local to me, and I got it on sale for $1.99, but it comes from Walmart. Just the store that I bought it from is a sort of like a liquidation type store, and they get, I guess, leftovers from nearby retailers, and they carry some Walmart things in there at a discounted price. So, and I'm not real sure how many rolls of this burlap I'm going to need, but I went ahead and I purchased 4 rolls of them, and it looks like this. I purchased it for $1.99, and it says it's 5.5 inches wide by 15 feet. And I don't know about the brand on this. It just says burlap on it. Yeah, there's no brand, but it's 5.5 inches wide and 15 feet, and I have 4 rolls, but I'm not sure if I'll need all 4 rolls or not. I'm also going to be using the wreath form from the Dollar Tree, some of the tinsel stems or pipe cleaners from the Dollar Tree, and I got the red tinsel ones for Christmas. Also, you'll be needing some of the zip ties, and I got mine from the Dollar Tree, so you'll need that. I'm also going to be using this sign that I also purchased from the Dollar Tree. It says Home for the Holidays with the little red truck on there. I'm going to be using that. I also purchased some of these ornaments, and I'm not real sure if I'm going to need these. I don't know yet, but I went ahead and picked them up. They have Christmas trees painted on there, which I thought were really, really cute. So, and it kind of goes along with the sign with the tree in the back of the truck. So I purchased one of those, and then I also have some of this wired ribbon with the truck on it that I got from the Dollar Tree. I have 2 rolls of it right now. I also have a couple more in my stash in case I need them, but for right now I'm just starting off with 2. And also I'll be using some of this ribbon, also purchased from the Dollar Tree. It's the 9 feet, 2.5 inch. It's the same width and length as, actually, yeah, as the truck one. But this one has plaid, and it's kind of a red and green plaid. I thought that would look really cute with this sign. And I'm also probably going to be using some of this ribbon from the Dollar Tree. It's also 2.5 inches wide, and it's 3 yards. It's the red velvet, kind of the velvet ribbon. So I'm probably going to be using some of that. And let's see, what else we're going to need. You need hot glue, your hot glue gun, a pair of scissors, and some wire nippers to cut off your zip ties. So I'm going to go ahead and get started and show you how to make this wreath using burlap. Okay, I'm going to get started, and what you'll need to do is get you a zip tie and take the end of your burlap, and you're just going to kind of gather it up a little bit here on the end, and you're going to leave probably a 2-inch tail, and you're going to go up underneath and take your zip tie, and you're just going to secure the burlap on one of these little metal cross members that are in here. I'm going to attach mine to, if you start from the inside out, you'll go 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm just going to tie it to the second one. You want to get that on there really secure. Get it down as tight as you can get it. Kind of turn your zip tie to where it turns toward the inside of the wreath, so it doesn't snag on your burlap, and you don't want to turn it too far toward the back because it'll scratch the door. So just make sure if you hang this outside, which actually I probably wouldn't recommend hanging a burlap wreath outside unless you have a covered porch where it won't get wet. I don't think water would be very good for burlap. So you're going to snip off the end of your zip tie. And then you're going to take your burlap, and this second ring right here, that's where the burlap is going to go. So what you're going to do is grab each end of the two sides of your burlap. So you grab it from this side and pull up underneath. Grab from the other side and pull that one up underneath. And what you're doing essentially is just sandwiching this second bar, this wire right here, in between the burlap. So you take your two ends of your burlap. I'm hoping that you guys can see this. Two ends of your burlap together, and you're just kind of pulling them up on them a little bit to make sure they're even. And that's all you're going to do through the whole wreath, is just pull through. So I'm pulling it through, and then I'm going to push it up. Pull it through some more, push it up, pull it through some more, push it up, pull it through, and you're pushing it up you're forming these little ruffles is what you're doing. And you're going to do that through the whole wreath. I haven't decided yet if I want to do the whole entire wreath this way or if I just want to do half of the wreath, because my sign, I'm thinking that I might put my sign here on the side, attach it to the side of the wreath. I may put it in the center. I'm not real sure yet, but when I get there, you guys will see it and you'll know what I'm going to do. So, and this is fairly easy, so I think anybody can do this. I know that if you're working with burlap, they say that you need to be wearing a mask because of the fibers that come off of it. I don't have a mask on right now because I'm just going to try and be careful and not to flap it around and fly it around too much to get the fibers, you know, flying in the air. But if you're worried about that, then you can put either a doctor's mask on that you can get. I think you can buy them at Walmart for less than $1. Or you can just get a bandana and wrap it around your mouth and your nose so you can't breathe it in. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and keep going. And like I said, you're just sandwiching that wire in between your burlap. You pull it. Got snagged there. You're pulling it up and then just pushing it forward. You don't want to get it too tight in there because you want it to kind of bunch up but not spread apart to where you see the wire in there. So let me show you guys what I mean by sandwiching, just to make sure that we're all on the same page. But these two this one center bar right here, I'm calling it the second bar because I'm counting from the inside going out. So 1, 2. So the second bar right here, you're just sandwiching it in between your burlap. So what you're doing is bringing each side of your burlap, you're kind of folding it in half basically, and you're going in between this space and this space with your burlap. So I don't know if you guys can see, this is what I mean. This edge is coming up through this space and this edge is coming up through this space, and then you're bringing it together, you're just pulling up and then pushing it forward. So I'm going to go ahead and continue around the rest of the wreath, and when I get to a good stopping point, I will come back and show you guys what to do next. Okay, I've decided that this is a good stopping point. I started filming and got interrupted when I was showing this other part, so I'll have to start all over. But I decided I'm going to go ahead and put the sign on half of the wreath. So I'm not going to go through and put burlap around the whole entire thing. But I am going to start a second row of burlap so that my wreath is a little bit thicker, a little bit more full. And how I'm doing that is all I did was the same thing as when we first started. I attached the burlap with a zip tie to, you know, before I said that I numbered these rings 1, 2, 3, and 4 starting from the inside going out. So I'm going to start on the third bar, and that's where I'm going to be zip tying the burlap. So I zip tied it to the third ring, and then all I'm doing is going to go through and pull the burlap through like I did on the first row. On the second row back here, I'm just going to do the same thing, and I'm going to do that all the way around till I get to this end, to my stopping point. So since I've got this attached to that third ring, I'm just going to take my burlap and I'm sandwiching that third ring in between the burlap and pulling it through like we did on the first row. So it's just the same thing. I'm just doing it a second row here to make my wreath just a little more full. So it's just the same thing that we're doing, pulling that we did the first time. You're pulling the burlap, matching the edges, and then pulling it up through and then scrunching them. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this, finish my second row going around, and then I will come back and show you what I'm going to be doing next. Okay, so now I've gotten to a point where I'm going to stop, and I'm just going to do the same thing that I did on the first round, where I take my zip tie and I'm just going to zip tie my burlap. And then I'm going to just snip off my zip tie. And then I'm going to cut off the remainder of the burlap. So this took 2 rolls of burlap since I didn't do the whole entire one. And I would say it would probably only take another roll or 2. So if you wanted to do the whole entire wreath, I would go ahead and just get 4 rolls of the burlap, the 15 feet burlap, to do the whole entire thing. Okay, next what I'm going to do is get my sign ready to attach it, and I'm just going to be attaching it with pipe cleaners. So sorry if you hear the tap dancing, that's my dog. I'm going to go ahead and snip off the little hanger, and then I'm going to flip the sign over, and let me move this wreath out of the way. And I'm going to be attaching these. I'm just going to hot glue them on. And let me grab my wreath again and see where I want to place my pipe cleaners so that I can attach them. Let's kind of scoot that over a little bit. Okay. think I'm going to attach them kind of right here in the middle of the sign. In the middle. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to bend my pipe cleaner in half. So that helps me find my center point. So it just looks like a V. And then I'm going to go ahead and just put a lot of hot glue on here to secure it. I don't want it going anywhere, so I'm putting quite a bit down. And I'll have to hold it here until it cools off. So I'm going to go ahead and do this other one, and then I'll come back and show you how I attach it. Okay, now that I got my pipe cleaners on there, I'm going to go ahead and attach this to my wreath frame. And I'm just going to run the pipe cleaners down in between the two middle rings. And that's where I'm going to attach it. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and snip off my pipe cleaners because I won't need them. If you hear that sound, if you hear a noise, it's my Instant Pot. I'm trying to get dinner started. But I'm bending over what's left of the ends of those pipe cleaners so that it doesn't scratch my door. So this is what it should look like whenever you get the sign and your burlap is all on there. I think it looks really cute. So next I'm going to move on, and I'm going to be making a bow. I probably won't be showing how I make my bows, but there's plenty of tutorials on YouTube to show you how to do a bow. So I'm going to go ahead and go make my bow, and then I'll come back and show you how I attach it. Okay, so now my bow is done, and I've decided I'm just going to put it right here, kind of catty corner from the sign. So to do that, you just take the, I secured my bow with a twist tie, or I'm sorry, a Chanel stem or pipe cleaner, tinsel tie, whatever you want to call them. And I'm just going to feed this down through. And if you go through the burlap, that's fine. You just want to feed it down through there. Okay. You can snip this off the pipe cleaner off if you want to. For right now, I'm just gonna kind of bend it over and tuck it over. And then I'm going to flip this back over, and then I'm just going to fluff the bow to how I like it. I think this tail is a little bit too long, so I'm going to trim it off. You hear that bubbling? I've got dinner cooking on the stove. Oh, I didn't like that. That dovetail didn't come out the way I wanted it to. Let's try that again. Okay. All right. I think that's gonna look okay. And then I think I haven't quite decided if I want to use one of these ornaments or if I have some of these bells, these larger size bells that you can get from the Dollar Tree. I may use one of these to hot glue in the center of the bow, but I'm not real sure what I want to do. So let me look and see how I would like that. And that looks alright. It makes a little jingle. Or I could go ahead and try one of these to see what it looks like. Thing is, if I glue it, I'll have to glue it upside down, and then my tree will be upside down. So I think I may just do one of these bells. But I do also have some of these ornaments from the Dollar Tree also that come in silver, and then the glittery silver that I could put on there. So I don't think I'm going to use that one because it clashes with the gold. I may not put anything in the middle. I'm really not sure what I'm going to do just yet. Maybe it would be just fine without it. I think I'll just put the bell in there. So I'll probably just glue the bell in there. Okay. So I think that is all that I'm going to do to this for now. I think it looks really cute the way it is. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. And I just want to thank you all for watching. Bye.